Now, going over to the Culture Pride podcast, you have parents suing a school in Colorado for secretly transitioning a 14-year-old child. Yet another reason. What is this reason? Reason 9,898,745,423 to homeschool your children, for the love of God. It's horrifying. Should be horrifying, illegal, morally vacuous, mentally vacuous. And yet another example of something that we're told, oh yeah, this isn't actually happening. You guys are overreacting. This never happens. Yeah, no, it's happening more and more. Now, this is brought to our attention thanks to Libs of TikTok. And she says, quote, parents are suing Barrington High School in Colorado after the school allegedly encouraged their 14-year-old daughter to secretly transition into a boy. The school counselor connected the girl with a trans therapist who recommended that the girl receive cross-sex hormones and have her mammary glands removed or breast. Yeah. Well, Liz TikTok uses a vernacular of breast mutilated, which also I would say is accurate from a medical standpoint. That is horrifying. Yeah, was it Brighton High School? Yeah, the lawsuits are coming your way. Hopefully the judge isn't a puppet. Hopefully the judge isn't morally mentally vacuous. And can you imagine this happening to your kid? School's doing all this behind your back. Even more concerning if you live in California. Well, Governor Gavin Newsom just signed a bill that said the schools don't have to tell you anything if your child starts to lean a certain way or do certain things or certain activities in schools. That's why Elon famously moved X as well as SpaceX out of California to the great state, or some might argue, the great country of Texas. Or as some people pronounce it, Texas. I mean, this is one of the biggest cultural issues right now. And I think you're going to see more and more of these lawsuits, and this is just horrifying. Heartbreaking. And heartbreaking for the parents, too. Now, scrolling down some of the top comments, and again, it's about 100,000 views, 2,800 likes. She actually has a source listening to the Daily Mail UK. You can see some additional details. School spent here. You can see any additional documentations. Now, some of the top comments comes from Planet of Memes, saying, quote, your child cannot take so much as an aspirin without having parental consent. Yet, they go behind your back of parents to do this? It makes sense, unquote, getting 273 likes. Now, I might be a little biased, but I think the person responding to this, to the Planet of Memes, is quite handsome and brilliant. It's me. So the topic show, I said, child abuse. Now, where are the courts going to prosecute this? Getting 4 likes. Not the most likes, but a little biased myself. Cass Loren says, when Trump is elected, he will abolish the Department of Education. Vote Trump, getting 6 likes. Paul Zupa says the school counselor needs to get a life in prison. As does the trans therapist, getting 25 likes. Live PD Dave says, from 1999 to 2007, Colorado actually had a Republican governor in Bill Owens and was clean, safe, and prosperous. Now it's a complete shithole thanks to Democrats and the surge in pot dispensaries on every corner and criminal illegals running amok. Getting 65 likes and a bonus point for using a word like amok. Good Scrabble word. I haven't thought of that. I haven't heard that word in probably a year or so. Yeah, Colorado also chose to make the devil's lettuce a thing, which I'm mostly libertarian, but yeah, I don't know how much value there is when the whole state is lighting up. I don't know how great that is for schools, and I don't see much of a benefit, especially when they're so. I don't know. We see places like San Francisco and Oregon, and I'm not seeing much of the upside personally. But let me know in the comments. That's a controversial thing in and of itself, culturally speaking. It's becoming more accepted from an adult perspective. But again, if you have a whole community and that's all they do, I mean, kind of cliche to say, but is it the reverence right from The Simpsons? But the older I get, the more I can't help but think that she was right when she says, someone please think of the children. Now, Evil Texan says, grown adults making kids keep sexual related secrets from parents is called what? 132 likes. Good point. Salty Goat says, I'm sorry, but this goes way beyond a lawsuit. They had better leave that kid alone and learn it fast. Getting 41 likes. Which, yeah, school should be shut down for this. Again, I'm still waiting for someone to give me an exceptionally compelling reason to have your kid go to a public school. And again, I'm not saying every teacher is going to do this. I'm not saying every school counselor is going to do this. That's quite concerning how many there are. Now you also have Heather007 saying child abuse through the public school system. Homeschool your kids is remedy for this, by the way. Getting 71 likes. I was going to say, kind of sad statistic. Yeah, when it comes to child abuse, churches have nothing on the public school system. In fact, the statistics are so overwhelming when they were doing studies on this. Of course, the schools found themselves, oh yeah, these don't look so good. We're gonna not do this research anymore. We're gonna halt that research. Old School Eddie says needs to be illegal. Parents are responsible for their children's health and safety, not the schools or the state. Getting 43 likes. Red Wave Press says sue them into the ground, leave our kids alone. Getting 102. Let's make that 102. Oh, 103 likes right before our eyes. One is from me though, of course. Let's see here. There's a little comic strip of presumably San Francisco with people naked and doing the pride flag in the streets and the kissing. There's one guy preaching, and one of the sexual people in the streets is saying, "Stop pushing your beliefs." Getting 12 likes. So overwhelming agreement with Lives of TikTok on this issue. It's quite horrifying. There are many adults who think this is a good thing that schools are doing this. They're not, and fascinatingly enough, those people aren't just in San Francisco. But it'll be interesting to see on a political level, will there be any federal laws in our lifetime that prevent these types of instances from occurring? And how might you be able to properly protect your children if you maybe don't have the financial means or don't have the support around you to homeschool your have the situation where you could homeschool your kid? I know it's also hard just making ends meet, especially in the United States these days, as the government causes record hyperinflation and the job market's not so great. I can't imagine the struggle of trying to have one parent stay at home full time and have just having a mom at home full time to homeschool the kids and have to find work. You have to have a pretty good income and or live in a very low cost living area. It's very tough times. And so I know some people they feel like they don't have any other option but to use public schools. But this is one of the big risks, and we've seen it more and more. So hopefully there's be some better options in the future. But let me know, with everything we see now, would you still homeschool your kid? Would you allow them to go to public school? But let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, giving me a thumbs up or thumbs down or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.